Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is our final day of performance of the World Clydesdale Show. We have quite a show to close out the ceremonies of the 2018 World Clydesdale Show. Our first class into the arena is going to be class number 804. This is the junior team of horses. The horses in this hitch will be under 3 years of age, 3 and under. We are looking for 6 entries. Our crew going to be sending our entries in. Again, we have 6 scheduled entries. These are the younger horses that you are going to see in a hitch. Most typically, when driving our Clydesdales, you will see anything from 5 to 6 and over. These are the youngsters. These are getting their turn to shine in the arena. The horses all must be 3 and under. Ladies and gentlemen, both eligible to drive in this class. Down to the walk, please. And trot on, please. Back into the trot. And we will be lining up with the Burger Barn entry. Would you please welcome our junior teams into the arena? Our judges have watched these exhibitors working on the rail, studying the action and the movement. As I said in this class, these are the youngsters in our draft horse industry, those horses 2 or 3 years of age. Lots of activities for these young horses to see. Working as a team, they have all done a great job. As I said, lots of activity for them to see, lots of people, lots of noise, lots of other horses. This class, all of them did a tremendous job. You can see the size of these horses too. For just 2 or 3 years of age, our Clydesdales with plenty of size. In judging our team class, our judges also at this point asking our exhibitors to back their teams. Again, looking for a nice, steady, even back. But again, with these younger horses, they have a lot to see and learn here in the arena. Our judging panel has seen all of the entries in this class. They are now going to be scoring their cards, and we will tabulate those scores. Once again, we'd like to thank our title sponsors for the Chesapeake Petroleum, Victoria McCullough, our World Clydesdale Show, proudly presented by the Clydesdale Breeders of the USA. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsor of the day, Express Employment Services, the Express Professionals. We appreciate your support. They are the sponsors of the day for our final day of performances with the World Clydesdale Show. On deck, we are going to have a class that will be second to none. It will be the 8-horse hitch competition. How many of you came today just to see that 8-horse hitch? While our judges are making their final decision, we had our guest host going through the barns and talking to some of our exhibitors and our judges, and throughout our performances today, we'll be showing you some of the clips. Our Amanda has now spoken with Alan Freitag, who was one of our judges here at the World Show, both in the halter and he worked in our youth division, and she has an interview with Alan giving his perspectives.
Event here at the World Clydesdale Show 2018. I'm here with Alan Freitag, and how are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Perfect, and you are quite the judge. You've been doing this for many years. Tell me about your experience.
Well, I grew up in the draft horse business. Both my mother and father their parents showed horses. My parents met at a horse show, one of the romances that worked out evidently. So we grew up around the horses, around the horse shows, watching my father judge. And, at a young age, I pretty well knew what I was going to do for a living, and that was go show horses, and that's what I did. I grew up in Western Canada, Saskatchewan. Our family had Belgians, and we showed in Western Canada. My father was a professional horseman, and he showed draft horses of all breeds in the United States. And as soon as I was out of high school, I headed to the States to, make my own way.
So with all that experience, you've seen quite a lot in your day. How do you feel about what you've seen today here at the show?
This is one of the best shows I've ever been to in my life. The number of horses, the number of good horses, the turnout, the harness and wagon. It's been a great show, and so happy to be a part of it.
And you judged the mare halter class. Tell me how that went.
Maybe the finest group of Clydesdale mares I've ever seen put together in one place. It was just phenomenal, the job these breeders do, turning out their animals, and the presentation and the quality is just through the roof.
Now, looking to the future, you also judged the youth class. How did that go?
There again, along the same lines. I've never judged a bigger showmanship class in my life than what I did this morning. Yesterday, I judged 55 youth carts, from kids 18 to 10, and that's almost unheard of. It's just spectacular, the participation, and the future of the Clydes and draft horses in general looks very good.
Well, we certainly love to hear that. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
All right, thank you.
And with that, we'll get back to the show.
What a great way to showcase our judges and the opportunity that they had to be a part of our World Show. And absolutely 100% agree with what Alan says. The quality here, the substance, the camaraderie, and the youth show this morning. Oh my goodness, I walked over into Pavilion 1 early, and they were literally lined up from end to end, both the juniors and the seniors working in the arena. We have had a tremendous showing. At the end of our show today, we are going to award our overall youth showmanship award, and the winner of that is going to be receiving a brand new custom show cart. So that's some exciting awards yet to come. Our sponsor for our junior horse class is the High Point Clydesdales. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our final placings in this class. In sixth place today, number 952. 952, the entry of NC Clydes. That is the entry of Neil Campbell and family. Joining us from Wynyard, Saskatchewan, Brittany doing the driving. Again, traveling from north central Saskatchewan to be a part of our competition. First-time exhibitors of our World Show. In fifth place, number 468, that is the entry of the Wismer family. The Wismer family joining us from Amherstburg, Ontario, Canada. Ron doing the driving. In fourth place, number 469, that is the entry of Sandy Akers. Shelby Zarabinski's entry. Aaron driving with Miss Hannah, his assistant. In third place today, number 885, that is the entry of the Burger Barn, the entry owned by the Hill family. Mr. Clark Gregg doing the driving. In second place today, entry number 818. Entry number 818 is the entry of Willow Way Farms. That is the Gordeco family joining us from Ohatton, Alberta. Mr. Alan Gordeco doing the driving. And ladies and gentlemen, your first place award and your world champion today, number 235, Westwind Farms. Mr. Don Lowe's doing the driving. Mr. Don Lowe's presenting the beautiful black Clydesdales on behalf of Westwind Farms. Mr. Kim Smith, the owner of Westwind Farms, presented and trained by Don Lowe's and family. Mr. Don Lowe's doing the driving of your world champion junior team. Our class honoring the 2- and 3-year-old horses as he makes his way around. Our congratulations. Team Canada taking home the gold in class number 804. Congratulations, Mr. Don Lowe's.